Good day, everyone. This time, let us try to have a discussion about the images formed by curved mirrors. So let's try to recall your previous understanding on the different parts that we have tackled last meeting about the center of curvature, the vertex, and then the focal point or the focus. Once you speak about the center or curvature, this is usually or commonly represented by the letter C. We call this as the center of the sphere of which the mirror is part. Its distance from the mirror is known as the radius. Right? So commonly, this is the center portion of a sphere and going to one particular side of a mirror or of circle. And then, of course, we have also here the vertex. Vertex is the center of the mirror, or commonly this is called as the intersection of the principal axis and then the side of a mirror. And lastly, we have the focal point or the focus, the point between the center of the curvature and then the vertex. Meaning to say, this is the middle portion of the C and V. Its distance from the mirror is known as the focal length. All right. So this is the common illustration of the difference in terms of the convex and then the concave mirror. We have talked that we have talked about the last meeting that the concave mirror is your palm facing to you po, and then yung convex naman ay yung palm mo ay nakatalikod sa iyong mukha. And commonly, the vertex, the focal point, and then the center of curvature, when we talk about the convex, is represented by the V, F, C. Kung mapapansin natin, no, yung C ay parang siya yung radius. Yung V naman ay ang intersection ng one side ng mirror and then ang principal axis. While the F here is already the middle portion of the V and then the C. So convex mirror in terms of its part, the V, F, and then the C. So commonly, we place object here sa labas po. Ayan, naandito po yung object. Another thing is all about the concave mirror. The concave mirror is represented by this. Yung paharap po. Paharap po yung nagre-receive ng light. We have the classification as CFV. Naandito yung center of curvature, nandito yung vertex, and then yung focal point. And commonly, we place the object here. All right. So let's now talk about the ray tracing using the curved mirror, and that is represented by four principal rays that we commonly use in terms of ray diagramming. The what we call as the PF ray, the FP ray, the CC ray, and then the V ray. These are very important rays because without this, we cannot locate where the image is or where the image is created in terms of the concave and then the convex mirror. So represented by P is what you call as the parallel ray to the principal axis, the F as the focal point or what you call as the focus, and then the C as the center of curvature, and lastly, letter V as the vertex. So yan po yung four principal rays in studying the curved mirrors, concave and then the convex mirror. Tatandaan po natin yan isa-isa. Let's not try to have the what we call as the description of the characteristics of the images formed by curved mirror. So commonly, we have the location of the image. The image may be located depending on the placement of the object in any of the CVF. Okay po, so sana tatandaan po natin yan. So pwede po siya maging in front of the mirror or behind or at the back of the mirror, between V and F, between F and C, at F, at Alright, so yun po yung mga possible locations ng images na na-form based from the object's direction. Okay, so we have also here the orientation of the image, maging inverted. Kapag sinabi nating inverted, meaning to say that the image is inverted. The image created is inverted. Kumbaga, nagbaliktad, no? Itong upright, kung ano yung pagkatayo ng object, ganun sa mirror. Right, so that's the difference between the two, the upright and then the inverted. That is in terms of the orientation of the image or in the curved mirror or in the curved mirror, such as the concave and then the convex. The size of the image may differ from the size of the object. That is in terms of yung image or lumiit and then lumaki rin po yung image. Pwede rin pong the same depending on the proximity of the object in the mirror. And then of course, we have the types of image. Okay po, so kapag sinabi nating virtual, yung image na po niya is at the back of the mirror. Kapag real naman, commonly, before the mirror, naandyan lang po siya sa nakikita natin. Later on, I'll be kung anong pinagkaiba ng real tsaka virtual in terms of the ray diagram that is formed in terms of the concave and then convex mirror. Pinagkaiba ng about their differences. Right, so that is commonly what we call as the loss for letter L, the orientation of the image as for letter O, the size of the image as for letter S, and the type of the image as for letter T. Kaya nga po tinatawag nating loss. So through those laws, kasi have this kind of answers given on the slide presentation. Image is between F and C in terms of its location, orientation naman, if it's upraised ba or enlarged ba, and then of course the type of the image kapag ba real or virtual. So those are some of the character of the image characteristics. Ayan. So let us now try to tackle those different types of rays. So kanina po sinabi ko na the characteristics of a concave mirror, sa concave po tayo ayan, is commonly pa ganyan po. Kung nakikita niyo yan, pa-curve. And the CFV. So we have the C, the F, and then the V. We have here the object. Alright, so we all uh, to the principal axis, ito yung principal axis natin, is reflected passing through the principal focus. Kaya po siya tinawag na PF. Ito yung P, ito yung F. So that is what you call as the PF ray. Or point for you to remember because without those things, you cannot actually. Alright, another ray is what you call as the FP ray. Ito po yun Kaya po tumatalbog yan kasi it's a part of the mirror. We are still in a concave mirror. So we have the FP ray. Bakit siya FP ray? It's because po, is reflected parallel to the principal axis. Ayan po ang parallel ray niya or reflected ray. Naging parallel set. So tatandaan po natin yan. So we have already tackled the PF and then the FP. Another ray is what of light passing through the center of curvature C that reflects back along in its own path. The CC ray, what you call as the CC ray. This is the center of curvature na andito yung incident ray, going back dito rin po yung reflected ray. So that is what you call as the CC ray. And lastly, the fourth ray that we have in terms of the concave mirror is what we call as the V ray. So this is a ray of light directed to the vertex, reflects at an equal angle from the principal axis. So angle of reflection, that they should always be equal in terms of its angle. Makikita po natin dito, ito yung V, tinamaan yung V ng incident ray and then nag-reflect back is what you call as the V ray. Alright, so the next one is what you call as the different uses of the concave mirror. So ginagamit po siya sa shaving or makeup, ophthalmoscope, ayan, ginagamit rin po siya sa mga astronomical telescope and mga headlights, solar cooker, dental mouth mirror. So commonly they are being used para mag-enlarge ng image. Okay po. Coming from one particular object. Ayan. So the type of image formed by the concave or the converging mirror depend on the distance of the object from the mirror. So pwede itong lumaki-laki kapag halimbawa nasa pangmalapitan and then lumiit kapag halimbawa nasa malayo. Ayan. So if you don't have any question about the concave mirror, let's talk about the convex mirror. So this is already our mirror. Ayan po. Paganyan na po siya. Hindi na po siya paganyan. Baliktad na po ito ng concave mirror. So this is what you call as the object. We have here the classification VFC. Hindi na po siya naging CFP kasi nandito na po yung ating object. Nandito yung V, F, and then C. So titingnan po natin dito ang PF ray. So ang PF ray ni convex mirror ay still a ray of light parallel to the principal axis that is reflected as if passing through the principal focus X mirror. Tatandaan po natin na ang reflection ay paganyan or reflected ray paganyan po. And then commonly, mayroon tayo ditong imaginary line from the focal point or the focus. So yan po yung ating PF ray. Alright. The next one is what we call as the FP ray. Bakit siya naging FP? It's because a ray of light is directed towards the focus. So there's a possibility na may imaginary line dyan po. Okay, yan sa blue na yan. Yan po sa cursor. And then of course, F is reflected parallel to the principal axis. So this is already. And of course, we have here the CC ray, a ray of light directed towards center of curvature, letter C, reflects back going along its path. So dito po, we have the CC ray. So they are directed towards the C. Dito po magkakaroon tayo ng imaginary, no? Kasi this ray or this incident ray cannot pass through directly to the C of a convex mirror. So definitely, they will return back to its original location. So that is what you call as the CC ray for the convex mirror. And lastly, we have what you call as the V-ray. This is a ray of light directed to the vertex reflex at an is the what you call as the V-ray. So nandito rin po yung ating imaginary line. Right? So I'm hoping that that's already clear. Okay. So some of the practical applications of what you call as the convex mirror are this one. Siguro substitute ng mga CCTV na mirror na to na convex. Bakit merong ganito? In order for the police or sabihin natin the security guards to see the majority of the store's location. Okay po, ginagamit rin po yun sa mga ATMs, ayan, sa mga vehicles. Ayan, mga traffic mirrors din, ginagamit din po siya. So those are some of the practical applications that convex mirrors have in our lives. Tatandaan po natin yan. Okay. The distance of the object from a convex or diverging mirror does not affect the type of the image formed. The image is upright, reduced in size, and then virtual. So later on, madidiscuss po natin yan kapag ako'y nag-ray diagramming na sa inyong board. And I'm hoping that those terms or things that you have learned today will still be applied for our tomorrow's discussion. Ayan po. So definitely dito po, no, nandito yung object. This is what you call as a concave or a convex mirror. Hmm? This is what you call as a object and then the pattern CFB is here. So later on, baka bukas, let's try to practice how do we do the ray diagramming for the concave and then the convex mirror in order for us to locate the location of the image, the orientation of the image, the size of the image, and then the type of the image. So those things. Ayan po. This is also a concave. And then of course, this is already the convex mirror. So be prepared for tomorrow's discussion. And I'm hoping you to bring one ruler, one pencil, and then at least your notebook or one A4 size bond paper. So I'm hoping that those things are clear and I wish you the best tomorrow for your board work. Please prepare because I'll be calling those who don't have lectures. All right, this is all for today. Thank you so much. Goodbye.